Word, I got you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Today, we continue on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. Now it's the Arizona product, that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Patriel Tootin. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Hurt.
Right back to Tootin. He's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this defense, they have come to play here. They're starting this game physical, flying to the ball. They are defending every blade of grass, and they're letting these guys know early on, if you come in our area, you better be ready to play through contact.
18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run back. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
This pass right side is caught by Schoonmaker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
On the play fake, Dak. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body.
Wrong fucking person, dog. You know I was throwing that shit to triangle, bro. Fuck.
And the defense comes up with the first point to this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. It's another run here for Williams. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go with Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down. Here's a handoff to Williams. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. First carry now for Jaden Blue.
I should have kept that motherfucker. I should have kept it.
Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that will wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. We are through one here on Wild Card Weekend. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This a 57-yard attempt. And that one doinks off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's 7-3. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. A big play there for Washington. And even 30 yards.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to get this.
Man, here we go. Here we go.
Cowboys 13-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 37 yards.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and live to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted. Huge game.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Hand off, it's Tootin. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Bronco 80.
They'll go play action. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Panther 11. Ready. 19 lock.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is caught at the 3. And now where will they mark on him? It looks like he's a little bit short, just by about the length of the football. So decision time coming up. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. And he's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Commanders. Trader now on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. In motion, Lamb. 2nd down, Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. In motion, Lamb. On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got a man, it's McClure. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 41 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run. It's Tootin. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Tootin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick it up with Krosky Merritt. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They'll give to Krosky Merritt running left. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Krosky Merritt, touchdown Washington.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First down, Prescott. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
60 Maverick. 6. Here we go. Set. Panther 6. Cup 19. Cup trap 60. Trap 60. 19 Lions.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Ready, break. Let's go. Ready.
Throwing is Daniels. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. They'll play action. It's Prescott. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play for the Cowboys. 42 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab, really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Dak going to give this to Blue. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
3rd and 2. Here we go. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
And when you find yourself playing from behind at this stage of the game, Mike, I think this is 4-down territory if he doesn't pick that up. So they won't have to worry about it in this case, but expect the rest of this game, they've got to continue to be aggressive.
On first down, right back to Williams. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. In motion, Lamb. Pistol now for Prescott. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. One more time for Williams. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
Third and goal for Prescott. It is brought in the end zone. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Come on. Hey, let's go.
A run to begin the drive, and it's Krusty Merritt. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout And they'll get together prior to the second down play. On the ground, here's Tootin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Commander's first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Right back to Tootin. He looks forward for maybe a yard. The veteran Kenny Clark in on the stop. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
60 by 3, check, go street. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go, Reed, go.
They'll run it here with Tootin. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Donovan Ezaraku there to make the play. Third down, they need 5.
Get it. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Give, running right is Krosky Merritt, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Has his man, it's Samuel. And he will go all the way. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Schrader now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Mingo, the man in motion. Dak can throw it here on 1st down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
They run straight ahead with Blue. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That is brought in at the 10. And he will score! Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's complete to his running back, Bashal Tootin. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Willis to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a risky throw there, Mike. You don't love to see a quarterback force the ball, especially into a crowded area. In the end, I think he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
3rd and 9. They'll throw with Daniels. And that is Incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
I like a little bit of this risk-taking when you found yourself with the lead in the 4th quarter. Conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on 4th down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock. And even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, they're going to get the ball back with a lot less time. So I really like that decision.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big play there for Washington. 47 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it. To the pylon. He's in. Malik Willis. Touchdown, Washington. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The extra point is good. And the Commanders are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down. A run once more with Blue. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 3rd and 11. In motion, Lamb. On 3rd down, Prescott. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Check. Go.
His drive will start on the ground. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing. 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19, Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
Play action. Here's Daniels. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. It's 3rd and 4. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Deron Bland. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Daniels with a give to Trotsky-Merritt. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.
Everybody's got a song called Rockstar.